Well, hello, everybody. We are here again for yet another show, Transportation Talk. We're excited to have you here today. We are experiencing just a great time of the season right now. We are looking at Christmas Eve, everybody. Just such a wonderful time of the year. But yeah, there's times of the year that we still have to be safe. We have to ensure that as we're out walking, riding, scooting, rolling, any type of mobility that you're doing, any type of transportation options, that you're being safe and you're being secure out there. There's nothing worse than really not being safe and getting into an accident or something, or just kind of ruining that evening and just not allowing yourself to enjoy this time of year the way you should. So anyhow, we are glad that you're here with us right now, and we are currently in our wonderful operations room. You can't see the whole back end of the things here, but you can definitely tell that we are enjoying ourselves, that we're here with staff members and having a good time, relaxing, and just enjoying the fact that we work for a company that is so willing to support its staff members while yet supporting the community as well. My co-host will be joining us like literally now. And everybody, as you can tell, we are doing something a little different today. We're not doing, well, we are doing Zoom, but we are doing it face to face and literally together. And we have a guest here. We're going to
For
introduce
show
you in just a
number
little bit.
two, we're
Yes,
doing
for show
this
number
way.
2. So we're just glad that you're going to be here with us for a little while, and we just hope that you enjoy the time that we have here to share with you. We'll have some special guests throughout the time that we're on air with you here. First of all, though, Kathy, how are you doing? It's good to see you face
I'm
to
doing
face.
all right. Woohoo!
Yes.
Boom!
No doubt. It's our
We're
second
on
show.
a yeah,
rolling,
we're on a
aren't
roll now. Yes.
we?
What a way to
Yes.
celebrate the day before Christmas.
I know it is,
Christmas
isn't it?
Eve.
It's just great, just being able to be together, and we are. Oh, well, I thought our boss was going to come back again.
I know. I thought we were
Whoa.
gonna have to fend off Santa.
Yeah, no kidding.
Boss
Get those
Santa.
shoes, have them high kicking it out of you.
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. I think we still
Probably
might.
not.
So just hold on to your socks.
Yeah,
there,
just
folks.
right. Exactly. Well, Kathy, we have a real special guest here. Eric Barton is our super customer service representative.
So if many of you have called
Yes.
the transportation
Absolutely.
district ever before, either Astoria or Seaside, this is a voice you may recognize.
Absolutely.
Eric answers the phone, answers all those tough questions
Yes.
people have about when is that bus going to get to this stop, or when do
Absolutely.
I need to be at that stop.
And
He is amazing.
and Eric and I, we just received some little certificates saying that we had been here for 15 years apiece.
15.
So that makes a total of 30 years. If you can imagine that.
Wow, combined years
Yeah.
of service, 30.
So Eric,
Yeah.
welcome. We are so grateful you are on the Transportation Talk show today. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you do, and why you like to do it?
Thanks for having me, everybody. Well, I'm Eric Martin, and I worked for the transit district for 15 years, as Jason said. I really love my job. And the neatest thing about it is I knew nothing about transportation when I started. So if I can do it, anyone can.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. And that's kind of the same kind of theme we talked about last week on last week's show, is that we learn so many things by doing them.
Yeah.
And this is just another example of a job with a transportation district that has nothing to do with driving a bus. It's all about customer service and helping people and being of service. And being prepared and those kinds of things. So
Well, Eric and I were talking a little bit before the show in the green room. But
we're fancy like that.
Yeah.
It's a whole separate green room.
It's actually a mock
Right,
closet. Well, anyways, so Eric has ridden our buses. He has ridden our ADA paratransit buses, and he's pretty much experienced every form of transportation option that SETD has to offer. And Eric, I just thought, he was very gracious in allowing me to talk about, he has a disability, yet though, like he says, if he can do it, anybody can do it. And we are so thankful that Eric is able to use our accessible services anytime he needs to be. So Eric, what was it like for you learning how to ride the bus at all by chance early on?
It was kind of tough because you have to navigate when you're talking about fixed route. It's a whole different animal versus our paratransit service. And before, when I came to this area, that's all I thought there was. So that
Yeah.
was my only choice until I actually started working, and I was on a volunteer board.
Yep.
Um, for a while before I became an employee. And that's how I found out about the paratransit service and was able to utilize it from there.
Great.
Well, and I would say that that's probably a common misconception that people have about rural transit districts especially, because our service isn't as frequent or as robust as an urban area. So people would automatically think that we may not provide those kinds of paratransit, dial-a-ride, door-to-door type services.
And I have a
But
really
indeed, we have a lot of those.
Absolutely.
and I have a really cool story about that.
Yeah, please do. Sure.
As part of my job for customer service, I get calls from all over the region. People visit our area that don't normally live here. And that was kind of a cool story that I had. This lady was visiting the Oregon coast, and she's a user of Portland's paratransit service called TriMet Lift. And so she had called me and said, I'm coming down here. Do you have the service available that I use in Portland? I said, you're in luck. We actually do. And so I explained the process of how to utilize the service because she had already been a user in Portland. And that's what I want people to know. If you use the paratransit service with another service where you live, it's very easy to use. All you have to do is let your current service know that you're visiting our area and request a visitor status designation, and then your paratransit service would call our paratransit service to set up your transportation here at your destination. So it's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
That is really good to be able to link up with other districts.
Yep.
Well, Eric, I'm telling you, it is such a pleasure to be able to have you on the show. We look forward maybe to one day is having you back on the show in this manner. It's a
Yeah.
lot of fun to be able to talk to our staff, but I'm telling you, we got the employee of the quarter with us too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
So
so
you
amazing.
mentioned the 15 years,
Thanks.
but I want to say congratulations. Like,
Thank you.
Great
Yeah.
job.
Thank
You,
you.
All right, man. Well, Eric,
for Sunset Empire,
Yeah.
and what an honor. Well deserved. Well deserved.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. It is an honor to work for such a great company.
Good.
So.
We appreciate your time, Eric. And so we're going to go ahead and give that mic back to Kathy, and she's going to
Take that
chit
back
chat
off
for a
the
little
end.
while for me while we go ahead and work our way out that way. And then I'm going to ask you to maybe tag team with somebody else. Okay?
Okay, sounds
All
good.
right.
Thanks,
Kathy,
Eric.
I'm going to let you go solo for a little bit. Okay?
Oh boy. Well, so folks, here we are again, and we're gearing up for one of those big holidays this year. The end of the year is rolling around the corner, and we just want to remind people to be safe out there. Make sure that if you're out there on that
Thanks, Eric. That was
street,
exciting, man.
well, it's dark, that you're wearing things
Yeah,
that make
great.
it easy to see. This time of year especially, when people are out there and maybe they shouldn't be
It
driving.
is,
in,
right? Yeah.
We want those people,
So-
first of all, to ride the bus instead
I don't know.
of
Anybody else
driving,
who wants to
or
come on
use
is
your local
cool.
taxi service.
but
Make sure you
gonna
arrange
maybe
for a
try
ride. Be
Paul or
safe out
Arla.
there.
Okay.
Look out for
All right.
each other, and
Any one
let's
of them, if
end
they
this
want to come on, they
year
can. If they
as
don't worry. Okay.
best we
Thanks,
can,
Eric.
taking care of each other and making it into this new year all together and as much as possible in one piece. So, yeah.
Yes, exactly. Whatever she was talking about, I totally agree with her on it.
I love it. Jason just gave me the go ahead to do some other shows, and he's going to volunteer to. I love it.
Yeah,
He's
this
going to
is-
have to rewatch the show to be able to
Oh my
see
gosh.
what he just agreed to. Absolutely fantastic.
So Kathy, what do you like about this time of year, and what's your favorite? Unless that's what you were talking about while I was gone.
I was, Joe. Well, you're like I said, you're gonna have to rewatch the show. But basically, Jason, I was giving people the heads up that we often do, and especially this time of year when it's a little bit darker, and we just need to make sure that we're watching out for each other by staying visible and being seen, and And so that is a really important thing that we would like to make sure that we remind people of this time of year. So Jason's welcoming over our next guest, and what
Yes.
an honor it is.
It is.
I
Great.
love the fact that you were able to use that powerful wave,
I know.
and we got a really good guest over here.
You know, our boss likes to say it's about relationships, right?
Exactly,
And it's
exactly.
wonderful that we get to invite this special lady on next. And Kathy and I get a chance to, we work in an industry where we get to meet Arla. So Arla, I was kind of hoping you might be able to maybe introduce yourself and just kind of say about what you do a little bit, and then we'll talk.
So my name is Arla Miller. I work with ODOT Public Transportation Division, and I help transit agencies such as Sunset Empire with federal and state funding, and help them make sure that they can get the traveling public places they need to go.
Excellent. And Arla, you know, we have enjoyed a great working relationship. Your relationship with SCTD has just helped us get better in so many ways. And why do we need to work together? Why do we even have to work together?
What's the connection?
What's the
between
connection?
ODOT and
Yeah.
other agencies like that?
So, the main connection is, the funding. That's
Yes,
the major
of course,
thing.
right? Yeah.
But also we work together as a partnership or a family, transit family,
Mhm. Oh, I like
to, just to make sure that the federal funds are spent wisely,
Mhm.
that it's not a waste of taxpayer money, that everybody does their best job. And it's not just, Sunset Empire is part of the Nawada Group.
Mhm.
And everybody in the state of Oregon works together. The rural
Right.
transit agencies work together. So ODOT and transit agencies are just one big family.
Well, I just want to, you brought up a couple things that people may not realize. And the big one is that our transit systems, the bus that rides around our community, isn't funded by people putting money in the fare box.
No,
That doesn't pay the bills, that doesn't keep the bus on the road.
Right.
no.
What percentage of funding comes from the fare box versus the ODOT funding? Not
So,
exact numbers. but,
right.
yeah.
Typically, fare box recovery is around 30 to 40%. That's 40% on
Right.
the high side.
Sure.
Public transit could never survive without federal or state funding.
Mhm.
And it's still tough even then. One thing that's helped was House Bill 2017. You'll see it on your deducted off your paycheck. And it's a very minimal amount, at most like, I think $20 a month. But that helps fund public transit in the area that you work.
Oh, gotcha.
So if you work in Portland, the money goes to Portland area.
Mhm.
If you work out here in Astoria and Warrenton area, then the money stays here and has helped fund your transit.
And that's
Cool.
important because public transit isn't only here for people that have the money
right.
in their pocket
Right.
to pay for it. It's public and it's
Right.
supposed to be available for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, Arla, I like to, one of my, as a mobility manager, and everybody out there that, on the show, they understand I'm a mobility manager, kind of know what that is, but I like to have a kind of a motto, it's like together we move, and really that is, I love your description of being a transportation or transit family.
Mhm.
It's so important, everybody out there, that you got to understand that as a transportation district, we're just one of a whole network across Oregon with the same goal in mind, which is just to get people from point A to B and safely
Right.
and sustainably. I mean, there
Yes.
are things, and that's what you help us do so well, is to ensure that we get people together, we get them to where they need to go safely, and ensure that that's done appropriately. And I tell you, the support that we get from you and people in your coworkers and so forth, people like you, is downright very, very important. I know there's a lot of things that I couldn't do if ODOT and yourself hadn't encouraged us to move forward. So it really is a good relationship that we share. It's a productive one, creative one, and ultimately all about ensuring that our transportation services are as best they can.
Mhm.
So I would like to ask you, Arthur, before we end our time with you, is there maybe a story or anything that might come across your mind in all the years that you've been in transit that's encouraging or?
You know, the most encouraging thing is the writer's stories.
Mm,
You know, in writer stories that you share with me on like a monthly basis, how you interact with people, and Kathy, how you interact with people, um, it just warms my heart. There's stories that also bring tears to my eye, but you know, I just appreciate everybody that does what they do, and especially the drivers.
yeah.
So
Mhm.
remember to thank your driver when you get on the bus for being
Absolutely.
there, because
Yep.
there's a severe driver shortage right now.
Yes.
And without those drivers, a lot of traveling public could not get to where they need to go.
That is so true.
Will just echo that. I think that that is just super, super important that we recognize those people that are really stepping up and being there for
Mhm.
others and being of service. It's a
Yep.
really valuable service, and you know, we want to keep that happening. And one of the things that I find most rewarding about this business, this industry, is how much people are willing to work together.
Mhm.
And I don't think that that's necessarily true in all government
No.
agencies. They're very much, you know, about their own
Right.
silo of job description. And I love working with Sunset Empire Transportation District. And part of what makes it great is how well Sunset Empire works together with ODOT.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And it just makes things so much better for everybody. And so, you know, just appreciate those relationships that we're able to build so that we can provide the best service as possible to the public.
Yeah.
So that's what it's about.
Well, I'll tell you, Arla, we are very thankful that you were able to stop by, say hello
Thank
to
you.
us. If there's anything else you'd like to share, trust me, if anybody gets some time on our show, it's got to be you. You could always stop by. But is there anything else you'd like to share before you head off?
No, I just want to wish everybody happy holidays.
Yes.
All
Be
right.
Yes.
safe.
Thank you, Arla. You take care.
Thanks.
It's good seeing you.
Little pinky thing out of there.
We'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Arla.
Wow, that was
All right.
a real great opportunity to hang out with a very important individual in our line of work. There's so many very important people out there, but this is ours, and
Yeah.
we get a chance to hang out with, and we get a chance to talk important, very what's a heavier word than important?
Oh, I don't
Critical.
know. Critical. Yeah.
Critical
I mean, I
things.
really, it really means a lot that we're able to work so tightly together in cooperation with the state agencies that fund us, that fund our programs, that
Mhm.
keep us going. It's just such an important thing. And I appreciate those relationships. I mean,
Yeah.
we're very lucky.
Well, I'll tell you, it's one thing when we're doing these shows, and yes, very lucky, very happy to be able to spend time with you on these Fridays, and being able to I mean, you can't see what I'm doing here, but there's a whole group of our
Yeah.
coworkers that are here enjoying time together,
Mhm.
and yeah, it's just amazing. Yes, we party twice,
We got lucky.
We
We
get
got
lucky.
lucky. We have
but
2 parties.
yeah, so I don't know, trying to look at somebody, maybe we can bring somebody on. I don't know. You may be seeing me waving around. I think I am waving
Yeah,
around.
yeah. I
I
don't know
am,
if your
and that's
wave
very
is that powerful
unprofessional.
this time.
But it takes a lot, Kathy, to we want to show our thankfulness to our team, to our drivers, like Arla was saying, especially.
Mhm.
But it does take a lot of work to put together a spread like this.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just really cool that we can do this. Hey, yeah. We might have another special guest. We do.
All right.
I can't believe it. That's the extent.
We have Kelly, the holiday reindeer,
We have
joining
Kelly, the
us.
holiday-
Yay!
Oh.
Thanks for joining us.
You would not believe what this is. This is being broadcast around the world.
Around the world. You are now a Facebook star.
Yes.
I love it. For everybody
Yes.
to see.
Our
Yes.
one viewer in Bangkok now gets to understand what the holiday outfit is all about.
Oh, wait.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Can you read it? Not yet.
Oh, what is that? Yes.
You
serious,
Clark?
Oh, that's what I'm talking
Awesome. Well,
about.
I think that I will. Yeah. So we've got the holiday
just wear
shirt
my
going.
uniform.
Yes. So
holiday shirts.
so
We are here
yeah.
with Kelly
So
Kelly, tell us who you are.
yeah, Kelly,
What you
tell
do.
us what you do with Sunset Empire Transportation
And don't
District.
be boring. Come on.
Don't be boring. I'm the financial officer, so I get to control.
That's
all
not
of the
boring
money.
at all.
Yeah, not boring at all.
And
Ever.
how
Yes.
important is that?
Yes,
Yeah,
very
yeah,
important.
yeah.
Very important.
So when Jason and I decide that we're gonna go on a fact-finding trip, is that
To
what we're gonna call
Bermuda.
it? Yes,
Right,
to
yes.
Bermuda.
Ber-
Kelly will be the
Bermuda.
one that says,
No.
Oh boy.
Wah,
Yeah, the
wah,
thumbs up was
wah.
probably a little too soon.
yeah. So,
No, you only get to go if the financial officer gets to go with you
Oh.
to make sure that when you're there, you're spending appropriately.
I see.
That's how that works.
All right.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
joking aside,
All joking aside, yes.
Yes.
we don't get to do those things.
Yeah.
No.
No,
It's rare we
But-
get our financial
Yeah.
officer on the show.
yes.
And I don't know, is there anything that you really want to kind of, maybe we can kind of, we all work together. We talk about
Right.
working together as a team, right?
Yes.
Everyone here is connected in one way or another. And now we have our financial officer here. And we have people over there who are really wanting to come on the
This
show.
way. Yes, come this way, ladies.
So
Come this
we,
way.
we really wanted to make sure that, part of what our joking was, is
Yeah.
that is the atmosphere that we work in here,
Yes.
We can be serious when we need to be, but it also
Mhm.
is fun.
Yep.
And so, Kelly makes sure that we spend the public's dollars the way that we're
Yeah,
supposed
absolutely.
to,
Yep.
but we can joke around and have fun when it's free. When that doesn't cost us
Yeah.
any money, right? Right? Yeah.
And
So,
one thing that I was really hoping maybe we could share a little bit. Every month, you have to do something that scares the crap out of me. Scares me very much so. And that is to present a whole dossier of financials and financial facts to our board. What is that like every month to prepare that? Is it scary?
Getting better and better.
Oh, good.
I've worked this almost a year.
Yes.
A couple more weeks.
yay! Congratulations.
Not gonna lie, that was probably my scariest part of the job. I'm not a presenter. I'm not an in front of people person as I sit here.
As you sit here.
Yeah, a little trickery was involved, but
No, it's lots of reports and lots of information, and it compiles from everything that goes on through the entire district for the month, and so
So it's important
super important.
because we're keeping an eye on the people's money.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, so
yeah.
we want to make sure that it's spent where it's supposed to be spent, that we budgeted appropriately, that we're spending where we need to, and we've got income coming where it should be coming from. And
Right. So shifting gears, you look at all this cool stuff that's happening. Hopefully you'll be able to get some tasty treats and stuff out of
that
it.
I can smell.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But why is this kind of stuff important too? When you work for a big organization like this?
It's team building. It's bonding. It's learning about people that you work with. It's
Right.
learning their personal, learning their business.
Mhm.
There's people that I don't get to see.
Yeah.
Because I'm in an office. I don't want to say in the corner, but I laugh and say I go to my corner.
You're going,
That's funny, because that's what I say.
I'm not going to go to my corner now. So I don't get to see everybody. So
Sure.
for me, these kinds of things are super important. Because
that's cool.
although I love numbers, I like to chat.
That's awesome.
Right.
That's awesome. That's
And
awesome.
again, we wanted to do this show to let people know and let the listening public see and get to know who's behind
Yeah,
all of
exactly.
what makes the bus district work.
There are
and so-
people here.
Thank you for
Great.
letting us trick you into being
Yeah.
on camera. We really appreciate you being here
Yeah.
with us. And
Thank you, Kelly.
we want you to be able to go and grab some tasty treats
Yep.
and enjoy the party too. So thanks for
Absolutely.
dropping by.
Thank you so
Bye,
much.
guys.
Take care.
Thank you.
Hey, if you bump into Sue, could you ask her if she'd come over?
I certainly will.
Okay, and nope, that's good. That's probably where we're at.
I will
Thank
find
you.
her.
All right.
Merry Christmas. See you
Thanks.
later.
Bye.
Well, that's very interesting, everybody. You don't get to see the financial officer very often in our shows, right, Kathy?
No, hardly ever. We have tried before, but been unsuccessful with having our
Yeah.
financial officer on the show. But so, the trickery was good. That worked.
Yes, it was good.
We're not above that. We're not above that.
Well, I really like the fact that you're, how you explain, it's important to see the people behind the numbers. Hey, that's probably a good segment title later on, the behind the numbers.
Right.
You
I don't know if we're going to be able to trick her to be on the show
maybe,
again, though.
maybe
Jason.
not.
So, but anyway, if we could,
If we could, we would.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
being able to have some of these times, and we're actually looking for a potential maybe next guest here, maybe perhaps before we tidy up our show.
I don't know.
But we're getting close to that end time here,
Yeah,
and
everybody seems to be avoiding our glances.
they do,
So,
you know, they-
they're all looking away as soon as we try and make eye contact.
yeah, and
Well, camera shy our people are.
I mean, and we got
Yeah.
enough lights on us, we're,
Yeah.
maybe we just turned off all the lights and they'd swing
And
on
they
by.
would
But
look over here. I don't think so. I don't think that would help. I think
But
it's
I-
all just about them being camera shy. We just
Yep.
have to convince them that it's not so bad, that we won't bite and,
it is not so bad.
but
That's right.
anyway,
That's right. Well,
I think it's time to wrap
I
up the
think it
show,
is time.
Jason.
Yes, I agree.
And I'm gonna let you have the final words this time so that,
Yeah.
you can take us out and
So before you actually get up, Kathy, it has been a pleasure doing this with you for almost 2 years now. And for the first time being able to do a face to mask is awesome. I say that in jest, but just to being able to see each other, have the same lighting, and being able to do the bantering is really easier.
absolutely.
So Kathy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You have
And,
a-
I hope everybody that celebrates Christmas tomorrow has a wonderful day together with their family, their loved ones, or by themselves, enjoying their time in their peace and quiet.
Right.
It's a great time to reflect and just be grateful for what we have. And
Absolutely.
if you celebrate other holidays, happy holidays for all of the others. Solstice just passed. We've got New Year's coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Longest night. We just want everybody to have the best holiday season they possibly can.
Oh, great. I don't know how I'm going to top that,
All right.
but we'll see you a little
Well,
later.
I will
okay?
see you in a little bit.
All right. Take care.
Okay.
Well, everybody, it's just you and me now. And I got to tell you, I am incredibly thankful that I can be here with you, that I can be here and sharing this time. I wish Jennifer would come over here and help me tie off the show here, but she probably won't. But, listen, we all work together so hard to bring together this group of individuals to create this team that helps to bring transportation options, transportation services to all of Clatsop County and beyond. So thank you from me, from the bottom of my heart. I thank everyone for listening to this little bit of show. And we just hope that in the new year that you'll listen to us some more and that we'll continue to have these wonderful and insightful times together. Take care. Merry Christmas.